Now on 4 News Now at 6, a man once labeled one of Spokane's most dangerous predators could be released. We'll explain why the South Hill rapist could be allowed to walk free after decades in state custody.
The weekend kicks off hot and smoky, but relief is on the way. I'll show you when the skies will clear and when you can expect showers in the first alert forecast.
And that smoke is impacting sporting events across our region. We'll show you how school districts make the decision to cancel games. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
From high school football to the Spokane County Fair, families across the Inland Northwest are breathing in wildfire smoke while trying to enjoy the last few weeks of summer. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. We have team coverage tonight. Mary Sheridan is at the fair catching up with fairgoers despite those smoky conditions. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is tracking when we can expect the skies to clear. We'll begin though with Derek Strom live at One Spokane Stadium, where many were concerned tonight's soccer and football games could have been canceled because of air quality issues.
Kirsten, we've got Colville and North Central playing right behind me right now. We've got Ferris and Shadle Park set to kick off at 8 tonight. But Spokane Public Schools told us earlier today they might have to cancel games if that AQI was 100 or above. And though other districts said they would only cancel games if that AQI was above 150, SPS says the air quality is trending in the right direction, so tonight's games are still going to kick off as usual. School districts were keeping a close eye on the air quality throughout today, making sure it would be safe for kids to play football and soccer tonight. The Spokane Regional Health District advises each school district across the county and says it sets strict limits to keep kids safe.
When you get to over 101, between 101 and 150, we recommend to limit strenuous activity to a lighter activity for about 1 hour if you can.
School districts have slightly different policies from each other. Schools like Gonzaga Prep will only cancel practices or games once the air quality is above 150, but when it's playing schools from other districts, the policies don't always line up.
If it's a game or contest, we have to work closely with that school to see whether they will let those kids come play or not. So it just because it's at our site doesn't mean that our opponents would be able to come and play.
Athletic Director Paul Manfred says they make sure to monitor any kids with lung conditions when there's smoke outside. The Regional Health District says it's also important to look out for any elderly people in the stands at games who might have a lung condition.
Those that have pre-existing conditions such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, cardiac disease, and diabetes because there's a high correlation with other diseases like cardiovascular disease.
And other school districts like Meade, Central Valley, and Coeur d'Alene Public Schools don't anticipate having to cancel any games. Right before we started, we just saw an 80-yard touchdown here at Colville and North Central. There will be plenty more action like that tonight that folks will be able to enjoy. Live in Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
And that is good. A lot of parents getting excited. And of course, the students, it was the first week of school for a lot of the students.
Of course, yeah, they're hyped.
So our team coverage continues now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
Yeah, Chris, can we expect those skies to clear out anytime soon?
Not soon, but there is some hope coming. Here's a live view right now looking the other direction. We were looking to the south and east. This is the south and west over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It is a grim sight. We are surrounded by fires across the region, and here's a look at the notable fires around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area and the dense smoke that blankets the entire region, especially once you get off the surface into the higher elevations. Our air quality right now especially bad right around Colville over toward Republic, Kettle Falls, Medellin Falls. We've got that dense smoke in the area shaded in orange. That is the unhealthy for sensitive groups range, and that does include Moscow, Pullman, as well as Lewiston. Moses Lake, Wenatchee is in the unhealthy for sensitive groups range as well. Our air quality index, there we are right now, just barely in the unhealthy for sensitive groups range, but there's not a lot to indicate that things are going to improve through Saturday. It is the second half of the weekend and Saturday night into Sunday morning where we're going to start to see a major shift in our weather patterns. So for tomorrow, Another hot and smoky day, a high temperature of 92. Will be a little bit cooler Sunday, still above average, a 20% chance of showers, but our temperatures drop and our chance of precipitation increases as we get into next week. And that not only will help clear our air, but also help firefighters get a leg up on some of the fires that are burning around the region. I'll be back to talk a lot more about that wet weather on the way in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Chris, and like you just mentioned, we do want to show people where some of this wildfire smoke is coming from because there are multiple fires burning near Kettle Falls tonight. The biggest is called the Crown Creek Fire, and it has burned about 19 square miles. There are evacuation orders in place for the fires. You can see level 1, 2, and 3 marked on your screen. We're also tracking the Rattlesnake Fire burning northwest of Davenport. It has burned about 13 square miles, and evacuation orders are also in place here. Anyone living in the area shaded in red needs to get out now. Be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get important fire updates sent straight to your phone.
He's one of Spokane's most notorious criminals, a man accused of terrorizing women for years. Now the man known as the South Hill Rapist is likely just weeks away from freedom. Kevin Coe is suspected of nearly 40 rapes on the South Hill in the late 70s and early 80s, though he was ultimately convicted of just one. He served 25 years in prison, and since 2008, he's been confined to a facility for sexually violent predators on McNeil Island.
But that's about to change. A Spokane judge could declare next month that he's no longer a sexually violent predator and let him out. Melissa Luck has followed this case for decades and has covered the civil commitment process that would allow Coe's release. She explains how he got here.
It's hard to explain for people who haven't been around Spokane a while the implications the South Hill Rapist had on this community. But all over the South Hill, there are places that mark the awful legacy of Kevin Coe. Like here at Hart Field, where in the early morning hours of February 5th, 1981, a woman out for a jog was attacked by a stranger. So many assaults were attributed to the South Hill Rapist, police developed what they called the Coe signature, that the attacker would jam his fingers down the throats of the women as he assaulted them. It's hard to believe that all these years later, after 25 years in prison and being declared a sexually violent predator, Kevin Coe could go free. And as of now, the state of Washington is not objecting.
The South Hill Rapist is still out there somewhere, or he's left town.
A lot has changed for Kevin Coe since he gave this interview in the early 1980s. But one thing has not: his lack of admission that he was, in fact, the South Hill Rapist. His violence shocked the city, the son of a newspaper editor, arrested for the crimes that had women all over town living on edge. Ultimately, Coe was convicted of just one of those rapes, but has long been suspected of many others. He served his full prison sentence, 25 years. Then the state moved to have him declared as a sexually violent predator, allowing them to hold Coe at the Special Commitment Center on McNeil Island. He's been there now for 17 years, and according to state records, never admitting guilt, never seeking treatment, and never asking for release until now. Coe filed a petition last year to be released to a less restrictive alternative. That means he'd be released from McNeil Island only if he could find housing that would take him and be responsible for him, and find a licensed therapist certified in this type of treatment. Coe has found both and wants to move off McNeil Island to a group home in Pierce County. And it looks like the state will allow it to happen. That's because in recent evaluations, the state expert and the forensic examiner for the Special Commitment Center, quote, cannot opine Coe currently meets the definition of a sexually violent predator. Most of that is due to Coe's age. He's 77 now, has health problems. A recent evaluation describes him as, quote, feeble and emaciated, clinically depressed. He suffers from incontinence and heart problems and walks with a limp. One doctor wrote that his advanced age of 77 and declining mental physical health do appear to significantly decrease his motivation and ability to sexually reoffend. So this all comes back to a Spokane County judge coming up on October 2nd, but with the state not objecting to the release, we could know before then. That would mean 47 years after he was linked to his first attack here in Spokane, the South Hill Rapist could be free. In Spokane, I'm Melissa Luck, 4 News Now.
Now, the thought of Coe's release has sparked fear and anger from many within the Spokane community.
Alexandra Cohen-Yard spoke with some of the victims who have talked openly about the case in the past, and she joins us in studio now with how they're feeling tonight.
Kirsten, while this is news for us, it is not new for many of the victims that I spoke with today. They tell me they have known about the possible release of Kevin Coe for months. Many in our community are frustrated and angry by the idea of this man walking freely, but the victims I spoke with tell me they are okay with his release, due in part to where he is going and the condition he is in.
This is a face many in the Spokane community could not even forget if they wanted to. Despite how hard the victims of Kevin Coe have tried, seeing it still feels like
continuously pulling a big, massive scab off your wound that you're trying so desperately to heal.
That is the voice of Julie Harmia. KXLY first interviewed her in 2006. She is the only conviction in this case that withstood appeals. The idea of him being free brings mixed emotions.
I'm trying to change my mindset. I'm trying to justify it with the fact that he's old and he won't be doing anything.
The last time Coe's release was considered, things were different. He was in good condition. For Shelley Monahan, another Coe victim, says his condition now brings her a sense of peace.
He's basically transferring from one bed at McNeil Island to another bed, at an assisted living.
Monahan is a prominent figure in our Spokane community and has been outspoken about this case. She was allegedly violently raped by Coe, stalked, and even endured death threats.
I didn't want to die, and I promised him that I would turn it into a positive, and that's why I've done, so much public speaking across the country.
Monahan acknowledges the anger Coe's release could generate, but says time has helped heal her wounds.
I would just ask the community to stay close to their faith and know that we have a lot of support.
Victims of Coe will have the opportunity to share their testimony about his release. However, that is where things get complicated. Since Coe was only convicted of one rape, it is unsure if all possible victims will have the opportunity to speak. A hearing is scheduled to determine the answer to that next week. In studio tonight, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
Going to stir up a lot of emotions for sure. Still ahead, flight delays and cancellations can be costly, and a proposed rule that would have made airlines pay up is now on the chopping block. What that means for travelers and your wallet.
Plus, flames tore through a part of Avista Stadium. We'll show you the damage and what's next for the Spokane Indians. Coming up on 4 News Now at 6.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotel's Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture.
As we spent all summer clearing out discontinued furniture items to make room for truckloads of new styles.
Get the biggest savings of the season with store-wide discounts up to 40% off. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years with no money down.
Making it easy to get that new immersive home theater sofa or bedroom set and pay for it over time.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Come stake your claim at the Kootenai Casino. Stay and play in September. Book one night and get a free night later, including 2 free breakfast vouchers. Feel the excitement of the Gold Rush, where you can hit the mother load during our $100,000 end of summer spin. Join us in September and win all month long. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY for details or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Just over the hill is the University of Idaho campus. The details are shocking, and it's still grabbing headlines. What was his reaction to the national media attention? What did he tell you?
Tonight, inside the stunning case like never before.
There was a lot of us just sitting in silence.
With new interviews and details, the newly released police video, and the shocking personal photos taken by the killer himself.
He made a critical mistake that night.
All new 2020, tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotels Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
This was the scene early this morning when the main concession stand inside Avista Stadium caught fire. That concession stand is destroyed.
The fire broke out at around 2:30 this morning, but fire crews were there well into the afternoon monitoring the fire. Our Madeline Mullins was there as well. She is live at Avista Stadium. So Madeline, what are you seeing there right now?
Well, the fire is out now, but you can still see all of the damage that was left behind. This is a look at the back of the main concession stand here in the ballpark. You can see the siding is charred. Parts of the roof and the walls have crumbled to the ground. They're moving some of that debris now. And fire crews tell me they still don't know how this fire started.
There was a lot of disbelief, a lot of surreal feeling.
Members of the Spokane Indians organization sharing what they felt when they saw flames consuming the concession stand early this morning.
I was surprised and a little bit stunned.
The flames were visible for hours as fire crews worked to protect the rest of the ballpark.
Once the hazard of a roof collapse was identified, it's, for the safety of the firefighters, they pull out and go to defensive operations.
The next step is to figure out what sparked the fire. The Spokane Valley Fire Department says that will take some time as fire investigators have to wait till the building is safe to enter and all hotspots are put out, and then sift through and document all of the evidence. As for next steps for the baseball team,
We'll work with our partners at the Spokane County and figure out what the next steps are, but reeling a little bit now, but we'll regroup and come up with a path forward.
the organization says that plan will hopefully involve rebuilding before April when the next season starts. But they're also feeling grateful that the fire wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Things like this happen, you try and look for some silver linings. The biggest one is that nobody was hurt. That's the biggest thing. It was contained to one building is another thing. The fact that our home schedule just ended on Sunday is another thing.
Today, I saw a lot of people stop by to check out what is left of this concession stand. The Spokane Indians organization says that the outpouring of support that they have seen has been amazing. Live from Avista Stadium, I'm Madeline Mullins for News Now.
Thank you, Madeline. Such a shame. We have a smoky evening with temperatures in the 80s through 7 o'clock, then into the 70s. A little bit of a breeze out of the northeast, but not much. There are some changes coming in our weather pattern that are going to make all the difference. I'll tell you about it after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Let's kick it off.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning. If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. See the Tony and Grammy Award-winning Broadway show, created by the teams from Disney's Aladdin, Hairspray, and The Book of Mormon. Some Like It Hot. Some like it hot, and that ain't bad. Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Kerner Furniture is blessed to have called the Inland Northwest home for the past 46 years.
We've also been blessed to help furnish your homes these past 4 decades.
And to celebrate our 46th year, we are having an anniversary sale.
Shop our selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets, all at lowered sale pricing.
And if you're looking for a lazy boy, then start here because we always guarantee the lowest prices in the area.
Celebrate 46 years of Kerner Furniture during our anniversary sale.
Going on now.
The Scale House Market is unique because Spokane didn't have some kind of a permanent structure for a farmer's market.
I want to see as many community members as we possibly can out here enjoying all of the different vendors and farmers and food producers.
Our members are other community members, the families that will be eating here. All of it is vital to how we make partnerships.
I am most excited to bring our famous whole milk to the Scale House Market. What I hope that people attending the Scale House Market will gain is that agriculture is central to this region.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
America loves Monday Night Football. And now, are you ready for GMA Monday Morning Football? And this Monday morning, Joe Buck will be live from Chicago on GMA because no one does Monday Morning Football better than.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
All right, welcome back. We have been talking a lot about air quality today.
That's right, and all this smoke around us is certainly not helping.
No, and I know it's such a bummer, especially on a Friday evening. You want to get outside and enjoy the nice weather, but it is not very pleasant. Here is a look, a live view of our scene here at 500 West Boone Avenue, looking to the west-southwest over the Veterans Memorial Arena. 84 degrees and very smoky. It is 82 in Coeur d'Alene with the overcast conditions and the haze. Not great lake weather, and it won't be tomorrow. We have an air quality alert still in effect until further notice. It is going to be smoky on Saturday. We're going to start to see some changes around the region, subtly at first Saturday night, and then not so subtly by the time we get into next week. We have a cooling trend that will actually take our temperatures to below average readings and a chance to get some good measurable rain. Coming off the driest Spokane summer in record, we could really use some of that. Tracking our weather pattern, ridge of high pressure is still in place, but it has been scooting off to the east, and that's going to put us in a southerly flow, allowing some moisture to start streaming up from the south. Here's Saturday at 4 o'clock. We have the potential for some isolated showers and thunderstorms, mainly to our south of Spokane and over the mountains of northeastern Washington Saturday evening. Another round of wet weather possible on Sunday. Here's Sunday at 3 o'clock. And then we see a much greater chance of rain coming in as we get into next work week. Here's Tuesday at 1, an upper level trough moving in with a number of systems rotating around it, give us repeated chances for precipitation and also the possibility of some isolated thunderstorm activity. Our chance of measurable rain, only 20% on Sunday. Most of the wet weather will be over the Cascades and into the mountain areas. Monday, a 30% chance. Tuesday, that's our best chance to get some wet weather. And then that continues then right on through Wednesday. Our smoke will respond to this change in the weather. Smoke forecast as we go into Friday night and Saturday morning, maybe even worse than it is now. When we wake up on Saturday, that dark pink area is the thickest smoke, but anywhere where you see the yellows and reds, things are not great. Then as we get into Sunday early morning, we get some clearing, and that is that change in our weather pattern happening, and hopefully that will take hold, not only clear our smoke, but that rain help to aid firefighters in their efforts. We're cooling down into the 70s starting on Tuesday with a chance of showers, possible thunderstorms, overnight lows down in the 50s. Hopefully winds all around. Kirsten.
That's right. Thank you, Chris. Still ahead, flight delays and cancellations already frustrating travelers. Now a proposal to make airlines pay up could be scrapped. What that means for passengers in your wallet. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza. It's our all-month-long Labor Day sale, where you'll save $12,750 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
Jersey casual dress code on Blue Fridays. Hoarse voices on Monday mornings. And flying that 12 flag every day of the week. Whether you're a hardcore 12 or more of an everyday fan, you're part of a community that loves to show its pride. At BECU, we're proud to be a part of the Seahawks community too. And we like to show our pride at every purchase with the Seahawks Debit MasterCard, the official debit card of the Seattle Seahawks. BECU.
It's our all-month-long Labor Day sale, where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Around the nation now, if there's a problem with your next flight, you might not get much from the airline.
Yeah, the Department of Transportation says it's looking to drop a proposal from the Biden administration to require airlines to compensate stranded or inconvenienced passengers. ABC's Melissa Adon has more on what this means for travelers.
Most flights go off without a hitch, but sometimes airlines run into trouble, leaving passengers stranded.
We ended up sitting there for like 2 hours.
It's been a long day.
The Biden administration had proposed a rule requiring airlines to compensate passengers when there are cancellations or changes caused by the airline, including mechanical or system failures. Passengers would get cash, lodging, meals, and other travel costs. But now, under the Trump administration, the Department of Transportation is looking to scrap that plan.
The way the compensation rules would work is if you had a 4 to 6 hour delay in your flight, so whether you're traveling domestic or international, or if your flight was canceled, then you would be entitled to some kind of monetary compensation.
Currently, airlines are required to offer airfare refunds for long delays or cancellations on both domestic and international flights, and that is not expected to change. Industry trade group Airlines for American welcomes the move by the Trump administration, saying the compensation rule could have led to higher prices. The Consumer Federation of America points to how expensive delays and cancellations can become when adding hotel, transportation, and rebooking fees, calling it a massive step backwards from the Trump administration to not require airlines to compensate for these unexpected costs, adding it will only, quote, continue to make flying a miserable experience.
This is a blow to consumers. There's no way around it. Anytime consumers are losing protections, losing passenger rights, it's a blow for consumers and a win for airlines.
The DOT was also considering whether smaller airlines should pay less than larger airlines and whether or not compensation should be required when a passenger is notified a week or two in advance of the cancellation or significant delay. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, Washington State hosts San Diego State tomorrow night in a battle of future Pac-12 teams.
Yeah, the Cougs have one receiver who's used to Pac-12 play as a former Oregon State Beaver.
Jeremiah Noga had a pretty commendable first start for WSU. Hear how he felt his first game experience in the Crimson and Gray. Win Pullman right after the break.
And from donkeys to baby goats and even a Highland cow. There's no shortage of fun at the Spokane County Interstate Fair. How fairgoers are making memories despite the smoky skies.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
With expert advice and helpful tools like our room visualizer, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Come in to experience the One Effect and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the extended Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
Avamere South Hill is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth. Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
With expert advice and helpful tools like our room visualizer, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Come in to experience the One Effect and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Here is a live look at One Spokane Stadium, where North Central, the football team, of course, in the middle of their home opener against Colville. It's the first of 2 games tonight, with the Shadle Park Highlanders taking on the Ferris Saxons later on.
I'll be at that one later at 8 o'clock. Some are worried these games might have been canceled because of our air quality, though. It's improved throughout the day, but we're not out of the woods just yet. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's tracking that wildfire smoke.
Oh, the wildfire smoke is going to be with us tonight and through the start of the weekend, with the possibility of some better air as we get into Sunday. Air quality right now around the region ranging from very unhealthy up around the Colville area to unhealthy in the red shaded zones around Wenatchee, Republic, up toward Northport, Kettle Falls. In the orange shaded area, that is unhealthy for sensitive groups, and there is a lot of that around the region right now. We will start to hopefully see some improvement on Sunday, but in the meantime, we're keeping a very close eye on that air quality with wildfires burning around the region. Another hot and smoky Saturday is on the way. Temperatures today actually cooled off quite a bit from this time yesterday. 85 in Spokane for the high, 84 in Coeur d'Alene. A lot of 90s on the map. Tomorrow we're going to be a little bit warmer with lots of 90s, including in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. But that might be our last 90-degree temperature for a while. We are cooling off and bringing in some wet weather in the 7-day forecast. However, in the meantime, high of 92 tomorrow, 78 is our average high. Watching the air quality throughout the day before the changes start moving in late Saturday. I'll be back with that in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Fairgoers eagerly gather at the Spokane County Fairgrounds for the fair's opening ceremonies.
And as always, people can expect lots of food, rides, games, and live music performances. But if you're going this weekend, you should also expect some smoky conditions outdoors. Mary Sheridan joins us from the fairgrounds now to tell us about how people and animals are holding up.
We've had some pretty breezy conditions today at the Spokane County Interstate Fair. You can see that flag behind me whipping in the wind there. The smoke, however, is still pretty apparent, but it's not stopping fairgoers from coming out and enjoying the festivities.
We're just coming to have our adventure. We're just making memories.
Many of the people that come here, they see things at the fair that they don't see any other time of the year. How many people in this community get to walk up and pet a donkey?
Jack the donkey received lots of pets and praise from eager fairgoers this morning. So did Cedar the Highland cow.
She gets a little bit hot, so we have to provide a lot of shade and cool water for her so she stays comfortable.
Cedar's owner says the heat has been more of a problem for the animals this year than the smoke. But based on this weekend's air quality forecast, spending all day outside may not be the best for humans with sensitive lungs. Luckily, the fair is 10 days long.
There's still going to be a lot of opportunity to people that maybe have sensitivities to the smoke to come out another day.
Right now that we're doing good and that we can go in the buildings or whatnot to kind of escape it, but I think we're kind of just taking it and seeing how it pans out.
The fair offers indoor and outdoor amenities. There's rides, games, food, and baby goats, just to name a few.
It's really fun to see the excitement for kids because a lot of them don't get to experience these type of animals on a daily basis.
And next year, there may be a new addition to the fair family. Former fair mascot Cedar is expecting.
So next year, she will potentially be back with her calf. So that's kind of exciting.
Gates open at 10 a.m. now until September 14th. Reporting in Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
With Washington State's Week 2 contest against San Diego State just over 24 hours away, the Cougs offense needs a major boost after just a 13-point performance. And they have just the man to help lift them up over the hump after a pretty respectable performance in his first game as a Coug. Jeremiah Noga, an Oregon State transfer, gets Pac-12 football pretty well. And the senior wideout had a solid first outing with the Cougs, 5 catches for 54 yards, good for the second most receptions and yards of any Coug receiver. Noga helped his former Beaver team beat the Cougs in Corvallis last season, and he now speaks about just how special it was to reverse those roles and now be a Coug.
And it was amazing being out there and being with a new team, being with a new family. It was great. They accepted me here, the fans and team, everybody here in Cougar Country accepted me. So it was really amazing being out there, having the fans yell for you and not against you. So it was cool not being the guy getting those things thrown at you. I won't say the name.
The Noga and the Cougs suit up tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. for that game against San Diego State. The Seattle Seahawks open their season this weekend, and today we have both the captains and the inactives for Sunday. Captains quarterback Sam Darnold, fullback Brady Russell, and defensive end Leonard Williams. And inactives are wide receivers Jake Bobo and Derike Young, plus linebacker Uchenna Nwosu. Seattle kicks off their campaign against the San Francisco 49ers this Sunday just past 1 o'clock. And the Idaho Vandals come into Week 2, debuting their beautiful Fightin' Taters helmets, but will also rock their black jerseys and black pants. It's the first time in 10 years Idaho has worn black helmets in back-to-back games. They'll have all this against the St. Thomas Tommies in tomorrow's game at the Kibbie Dome. It's their first ever meeting. The Seattle Mariners and Atlanta Braves battling down in Georgia. Ha-Sung Kim sac fly scored the Braves' opening run in the first, and Elio Rivas single tied the game in the 7th, but now this game is blown wide open. A 3-run 8th for Atlanta. Derek, I know it's not fun. For me, I can't be biased here, but like the Braves doing well. Game 1 of 3 of these teams only meeting this season. And another game not going too hot. Eastern Washington, man, down in Boise, the BSU Broncos up 13-0 on Eastern after 2 touchdown drives with an Eagle fumble sandwiched in between. This turf war sellout is showing an angry Boise State team coming off a humiliating blowout loss to South Florida. We'll have the final in Idaho coming at 11. And also at 11, if you hadn't heard yet, we're ready for a whole lot of fun tonight. Friday Night Sports Extra beginning tonight right here on 4 News Now. A huge list of games we're going to be attending and already attending a few already. Further away road trips in Cheney and Coeur d'Alene, just to name a couple. And make sure to tune in on Nightside. We'll have the best from week 1 of Washington and Idaho high school football. Week 2 of Idaho. They get started a little earlier, but it's so much fun. It's crazy that we're already here.
Yeah, a number of games that we'll have highlights for coming up tonight at 11. All right, Jack, thank you.
Well, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office needs help finding this woman. She is accused of attacking a man at a gas station last month. The man told investigators the woman appeared to be stealing from the 76 gas station on East Mansfield Avenue. And when the clerk was told to call 911, the woman attacked the victim and stole some things from him and his car. Investigators also say she also threw a rock at his windshield, breaking it. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Spokane County Sheriff's Office.
2 16-year-olds are now facing murder charges for a shooting at a park in Mattawa last month. According to the Moses Lake Police Department, a 19-year-old man was shot several times and killed at Hunt Park on August the 16th. The 2 teens were arrested yesterday. They now face first-degree murder charges. Still ahead, a 4-year-old's first bus ride home took a scary turn.
She normally would know my number, but she was pretty, dysregulated. And so she was just crying.
How that moment pushed one Texas mom to create a new invention that could help parents across the country. That's next here on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotel's Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now and STCU recognize volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Pamela DeGarmo. For more than 6 years, Pamela has volunteered at Project ID.
Pamela is the heart of Project ID, volunteering over 20 hours a week to support and uplift individuals with disabilities.
It fills my life. I mean, yeah, you can work and you can do chores. This is kind of something that makes the day better.
Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
When it comes to buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small town dealership with a big heart.
If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotel's Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
It's Dancing with the Stars. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Pump up the jam.
Back to school giveaway. Backpacks for everyone. Filled with supplies for the new school year. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
A mother in North Texas created her own magic after a mix-up on her 4-year-old daughter's very first school bus ride.
It's a new device that can ensure every child is just one tap away from a phone call to mom. ABC's Danny New explains how it works.
If necessity is the mother of invention,
then it makes sense why this mother suddenly felt the need to get a little inventive.
Tap for emergency contact.
Donna Duke here spoke with our station in Dallas just after her 4-year-old daughter's first ever bus ride home from school did not go smoothly.
On their way home, the driver didn't know what stop she was to get off at.
Donna says there was an error and the driver asked her daughter for her mom's number to try and figure out her stop.
She normally would know my number, but she was pretty, dysregulated. And so she was just crying.
Thankfully, she made it home safely, but enter Donna's 3D printer and a weekend of research.
Googled it, learned how to 3D print it.
Donna looked into how to make something called an NFC, which stands for Near Field Communication. It's the same technology your phone uses to make contactless payments.
Anyone can make them.
By scanning this keychain on a smartphone, a parent's number will immediately pop up.
And then I put it on my kid's backpack and texted the teacher to try it. And she wrote me back that it worked.
Now there will always be a way to reach Donna quickly in an emergency.
Thursday, she had one, and then on Friday, my friends were like, I want one.
So her friends encourage her to open her own Etsy page, even though Donna said she never expected so much interest. However, with Texas becoming one of the latest states to ban cell phone use in school, she says many parents want one of her keychains for peace of mind.
Just trying to help out my daughter.
Danny New, ABC News, New York.
Can see where that'd be really, really helpful to have.
And so many people are using contactless payments, so they
Sure.
understand how to use the technology.
Pretty cool. All right, younger Americans looking for work are having trouble getting hired in today's job market.
Yeah, their unemployment rate is more than twice that of the overall rate for the U.S. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the jobless rate for 16 to 24-year-olds climbed to 10.5% in August. That's the highest level in nearly 4 years. Among the subgroups, the unemployment rate for 20 to 24-year-olds with a bachelor's degree and higher climbed to 9.3% last month. It was a little over 4% in April.
Well, 4 News Now and STCU honor volunteers who make a difference with their time and efforts with nonprofit organizations in our area. And today we are proud to announce Pamela DeGarmo has been awarded a $1,000 grant. Pamela volunteers her time at Project ID, which provides support for individuals with developmental disabilities in Spokane County.
It's fun just to watch them have a good time. They enjoy playing and interacting, and it's just a good fun thing to watch.
Now, for more than 6 years, Pamela has built relationships with members, helping them feel comfortable, have fun, and be safe. So a big thank you to Pamela for her volunteering efforts and to STCU for making sure volunteers count.
Well, here's a look at your weekend forecast. It is going to be a hot and hazy Saturday with temperatures in the lower 90s. A little bit cooler Sunday, a little bit clearer with a slight chance of showers. There's a much better chance of rain in the 7-day forecast. I'll have that and the 8 to 14-day outlook after the break.
Just over the hill is the University of Idaho campus. The details are shocking, and it's still grabbing headlines. What was his reaction to the national media attention? What did he tell you?
Friday, inside the stunning case like never before.
There was a lot of us just sitting in silence.
With new interviews and details, the newly released police video, and the shocking personal photos taken by the killer himself.
We made a critical mistake that night.
All new 2020, Friday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. But they all just fade away. But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
All right, all the talk has been about smoke in the area. That air quality index still hovering around that 100 range.
And we keep thinking about the athletes right across the street because they're busy in the middle of a football.
Yes, and it is. We almost made it through the summer, and then it got us, but there are things happening in our forecast that are going to break this cycle. We're going to take a step back before we take a step forward, however. Today, we had one of the coolest days we've had, 85 degrees, 78 is our average high. Sunset tonight coming up at 7:22. As you could see, we started off the month with 2 back-to-back record highs, not only for the day, but for the entire month of September. We tied the record on Wednesday at 98. 94 today, so pretty good drop in our high temperature to 85 degrees. As I mentioned, we're going to take a step back tomorrow. We're heading up to 92, but then a more meaningful drop in our temperature. We'll be back at 85 Sunday, 83 Monday, and then 73 on Tuesday, and that comes along with some wet weather. I'll show you that in just a moment. We're going to stay right about average through the rest of next week, which should be a tremendous help to firefighters and people who've had it with the heat. Our long-range forecast, September 13th through the 19th, we are in that darker orange, indicating a fairly strong signal of above average temperatures. Our average high by that point is going to be in the lower to mid 70s, so that still could only mean 80s and not 90s. Precipitation, a signal toward above average precipitation. I'd like to believe that is the case. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I am feeling quite confident about at least some rain coming in the shorter term forecast. Our odds of measurable rain go up to 20% on Sunday, 30 on Monday, and there's that especially cool day on Tuesday with a 50% chance of showers, 30% chance on Wednesday, and that does come along with that cooler air. This is a very broad look at how much precipitation we might expect over that next 5-day period. And it's not a tremendous amount in Spokane, but many locations taking a run at 1/4 of an inch of rain, and especially up around Colville, some of the excuse me, locations where we have that wildfires happening, that would be very, very welcome. Tomorrow, hot, smoky, 92 for a high, and then the changes start kicking in Saturday night. We have a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms Saturday night. That continues into Sunday, really picking up on Tuesday, and then we're going to keep at least a slight chance of precipitation in our forecast right on through the end of next work week. Cooler overnight lows, cooler daytime highs. Hopefully this will be enough to get a real handle on those wildfires and get our air quality back into the good range.
Our fingers crossed, Chris. Thank you. Well, an old abandoned bridge in Shoshone County is getting a new life, but it's not meant for people.
No, in this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of the new wildlife bridge outside of Osborne.
We're in the Silver Valley in Osborne, Idaho, and you're looking at a wildlife crossing project that was just completed. The Osborne Overpass Bridge was built about 60 years ago, never used by cars because of mining development on the north side of the interstate. There was actually a local community member, Carl Wilson, who was the one that spearheaded this project. Wanted to see that bridge used as a wildlife crossing structure instead of just left to fall apart. This is a section of I-90 that's had quite a high density of roadkill documented in the last 10 years. Because it's pretty narrow right here in the valley, animals are trying to move from the Coeur d'Alene Mountains into the St. Joe Mountains, and so it's a spot where animals were getting hit right on the interstate. Added 8-foot fencing on the bridge so that they can safely cross without maybe exiting the bridge itself. This is the wildlife underpass where animals are funneled along a fence line and can go along the South Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River. 2 bridges that go over the South Fork that allow wildlife to go right underneath these bridges and safely get from one side of the interstate to the other. We've documented quite a few groups of white-tailed deer that have used the underpass. There was a coyote that thought about using the overpass, but we do have cameras on both structures to monitor wildlife use. North Idaho is gorgeous. We have a lot of wildlife. We have really great habitats that are so close to roads and communities, and this project allows wildlife to move as they would normally.
Can't wait to see the future successes of them crossing that bridge. All right, before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Friday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Too busy being busy? Then it's about time you got lazy. Real lazy. And shop the brands that invented truly comfortable furniture. So kick your feet up. Because Lazy Boy is now at Furniture Row. Browse and drowse in our collection of stylish and customizable recliners and sofas and experience the durability and relaxation you've come to expect from Lazy Boy. Plus, unwind guilt-free with special no-interest financing. Here's to doing less in some well-deserved comfort with the Lazy Boy collection now at Furniture Row.
You expect more from local news. Kirsten O'Connor delivers.
We got some answers about the time it takes to get you help when you call 911.
In the newsroom and in the field.
How are people supposed to protect their money?
Finding information to help others where and when it matters most.
I set out to find ways to make quality child care more affordable.
For Kirsten, it's not just about delivering the news. It's about earning your trust and making your life better. Only on 4 News Now.
Just over the hill is the University of Idaho campus. The details are shocking, and it's still grabbing headlines. What was his reaction to the national media attention? What did he tell you?
Tonight, inside the stunning case like never before.
There was a lot of us just sitting in silence.
With new interviews and details, the newly released police video, and the shocking personal photos taken by the killer himself.
He made a critical mistake that night.
All new 2020, tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Let's kick it off.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, the Friday Night Sports Extra returns tonight. Make sure to tune in at 11 o'clock for all the big highlights from week 1 of the high school football season in the Greater Spokane League and beyond.
Oh, we do have some smoke on the way for Saturday. May wake up with unhealthy air quality. Give it a good look and trust yourself. If you don't feel good out there, come on inside because we do have clearer air on the way next week.
Yeah, we can make it through this weekend. It'll be better on the other side.
Yes.
And hopefully we can enjoy our weekend too.
Right, exactly. All right, thank you so much for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6. Don't forget to come back at 11 o'clock tonight for 4 News Now Nightside.